Hey teachers, I'm going to show you Smart Learning Suite online. This website is an easy way for you to create smartboard games. Also, you can have students play these games on their own devices instead of having to take turns going up to the smartboard. To start out, you're going to go to suite.smarttech.com. Again, that's suite.smarttech.com. Once you get there, you will need to sign up for free. So when you click that button, you can then sign in with Google. And when you sign in with Google, that's just your email address. So your name followed by @katyisd.org and your normal password. Once you're logged in, you can click the plus sign to create a new lesson. If you already have a Smart Notebook file, you can upload it here, or you can start from scratch by clicking Start with an Activity. And here I can choose what activity I want. I have another video where I go through what some of the activities are. I'm going to go ahead and build one for Super Sort. And you can preview it to see what Super Sort does. I'm going to select the activity. I'll create 2 categories. I'm going to do something simple, so I'll have capital letters and lowercase letters. And then for each category, you can either put in text or add images. And if you add images, it does need to be something that is saved to your computer. You can't do a search. So now I've got my letters typed in. I've got my capital letters, this category, and then my second category. And then I'll click Next. And this is the fun part where I can choose different backgrounds or themes to use. So you can kind of look through them, see which one you want. I'm going to click the Jungle Island and then Finish. So now my game is built. I can go in and edit it if I want to change anything that I typed in. I can also preview it so I can see what it's going to look like. I'll get out of the preview. And if I wanted to add some more games or some more slides, I can do that by clicking this plus sign down here. I can create either an activity or an assessment. And I'll discard that. And then I can name my file. So this is going to be, I'll just call it letters. Once I've got my file made with all the games that I want, I can go back home. And I've got it here in my library. When I hover over, I can either edit or I can start it. So this is where I'm going to start it with students. So all I have to do is pull this up and it is ready to play with kids on the smartboard. I can click Start. It does have sound, but you can turn sound off. And then they would go up to the smartboard and drag the letters. You can also have students play on their own devices. To do that, you'll click this little person icon. Decide if you want teacher pacing or student pacing. So if you have multiple slides, multiple games, then teacher pacing means that students cannot move on to the next game until you move on. Student pacing means they can flip through the games or the slides at their own pace. So I'm going to put it on teacher pacing. And then when I click this little arrow here, it gives my students instructions. If they're on a computer, then they can go to hellosmart.com. If they're on an iPad, they could also go to Safari and go to hellosmart.com. But there's also a tile on the iPad specifically for Smart Lab. So this is my iPad screen that I just pulled up. There's two icons that could be used. This one says Hello Smart, and this one says Smart Lab. If you tap on it, it'll automatically pull up that Hello Smart website. So I'm going to have my students join as a guest, and then this is where they'll enter the class ID. So I'm going to go back and see what my ID was. 179167. So I have that typed in, and then I hit next. Now the students will type in their name and then join. So now what you see here is what the students are seeing on the iPad. They would tap start, and then they're playing the game themselves. So they are dragging on the iPad. And here it says this page is an individual activity. Whenever I'm in this, I can also create new slides on the fly by clicking the plus sign. So I can add in a blank page. Here on the blank slide, anything that I write as a teacher is also showing up on the student iPad. So pretty easy to use. If you have any questions about Smart Learning Suite Online, just let me know.